So today I'm going to be explaining how inelastic demand and elastic demand work. Alright. So starting off with inelastic demand, if it's completely or perfectly inelastic, if the line is straight up and down, your demand curve is straight up and down. So no matter what the price is, so the price could be here, here, or here, the quantity demanded is always the same. So let's get rid of this. So this is an example of something that could be inelastic. Would be, let's say, insulin for a diabetic. No matter what the price is, whether this is not true, whether Humalog insulin costs $100 a vial or $700 a vial, no matter what, this person's going to have to buy it because it doesn't matter what the price is, it's a necessity to live. Something that would be elastic, we'll do relatively elastic, because that's much easier to explain. If it were perfectly elastic, this is what the line would look like. The quantity demanded always changes based on if the price has to stay in this one spot, whether this is $1 or not. The quantity demanded will always stay the same. But for this, I'm going to use something that's relatively elastic, so most of the time. So this could be like a luxury, like let's say iPhones. Well, some of us, it doesn't matter how much an iPhone costs, we're still going to pay for it, obviously. But let's say an iPhone now costs $5,000. Now, there are some people in the DFW Plano area that, can afford a $5,000 phone. But if it goes up to $5,000, the quantity demand literally goes to zero. No one here would buy it. Let's say an iPhone X were to drop down to $200. A ton of people would be willing to buy an iPhone X at $200 because right now an iPhone X, a brand new one, was $1,000. So if it were to drop to $200, it would the quantity demanded would increase. Pause. To calculate whether something... So to find the elasticity of demand coefficient, you do the percent change of the quantity demanded over the percent change in price. I drew that very large, so I'll show you here. Okay, so here's a line. I'm going to redo that. Here is a line, and let's say the price for, we can go back to the iPhone, except here. Okay, so let's say the price of bubblegum per pack for, the five pack of gum or whatever, is $3. And the quantity demanded for that is 15. 15 people want gum in the world. Let's say the price were to raise to $6 per pack. As you can see, the quantity demanded now drops to, let's say, about 4 people. So now you do the change in the quantity demanded and the change in the price. So I've previously done the calculation, so 115%, which is the change in quantity demanded, over 67-ish%, this is rounded, that comes out to equal 1.7, which is obviously greater than 1, therefore this is relatively elastic. This is elasticity.